Hi everyone. Hi, Adrian Singh here. Today is May the 5th, 2020, and we're still on lockdown, working from home. And I started back walking this week after about a week break, and I thought I'd use the opportunity to discuss a little bit about what's on my mind. And I'm thinking a lot about business and what business owners are going through at this point in time with the coronavirus. Everyone is forced to close their doors, and there's no telling what business will be like or if businesses would be able to survive um, the next few weeks while we're locked down. So this thinking has got me to reminisce a little bit on my training with Tony Robbins 2018, and one of the concepts that he taught at Business Mastery, which is very relevant to help business owners as they navigate the landscape that faces us today. So I'll discuss a little bit about the concept of the 2mm shift. And you can always YouTube it, 2mm shift, and you see there are a lot of videos from Tony Robbins. So I'll try to explain it in as simplest a way as I can. So Tony Robbins, he looked at the game of golf. When he started to play golf, of course, he was no pro. And as anyone starting a new sport, he would hit the ball all over the place, except where it's supposed to go, which is close to the hole. And that irritated him because, he's a perfectionist. So he asked his coach, how do I improve my shot to get the ball close to the hole? So the coach explained to him that there's no one thing that you do. It's a combination of several things which, when done together, creates the right shot. It's about taking tiny little shifts in, for example, the angle you hit the ball. Just a slight 2mm shift in the angle you hit the ball. A slight 2mm shift in your hip. A slight 2mm shift in your shoulders, in your foot stance, etc. And when these are done in combination, it creates the perfect shot. And a golfer, a professional golfer, spends years and years and years perfecting those tiny movements to create the perfect shot from any angle. So of course Tony Robbins would have made adjustments to his game, and over time he became not a professional but quite good, a much better shot in getting the ball close to the hole. Tony also made reference to one of his clients, not one of the world's #1 plastic surgeon. This is a guy who would have done literally thousands of plastic surgeries, and over the years he earned a reputation of being able to transform people in the way they look and to reverse the hands of time to make them look so young. There was this one case where he took an 85-year-old woman, and after the surgery she was so transformed that she looked like a 45-year-old woman. So Tony asked this client, tell me about how you do what you do, how you became so good at it. What can we learn from what you have done? So the surgeon explained that, first of all, It didn't happen overnight. It took years and years, in his case, decades, to perfect the plastic surgery, to make these tiny adjustments, which again, when done in combination, would create the transformation that a person was looking for in the way they looked. So, and what got this guy to be top of his game is he worked out a methodology such that he could look at someone and he would know the 7 areas in a person's face, or 8 areas, or 2 areas, where he would make that tiny 2mm adjustment, and that alone would create the transformation that they were looking for. He worked these adjustments out mathematically, and by looking at someone based on the structure of their face, he would know exactly what the adjustments would be and where the adjustments are needed to be able to transform that person. So these are 2 separate fields where Tony would have extrapolated the lesson that he learned, which was there's no silver bullet. Success or transformation comes not with a silver bullet or one big aha strategy, but with a multitude of different adjustments, fine-tuning, tweaking to the business strategies to be able to transform and take you to a point